Just before we oh my goodness. Just before we start the final episode, here we are at Death Mountain Crater. Now, if you come up here after leaving the secret entrance to Death Mountain Crater, or entering by the secret entrance, if you come over here, there are two rocks, you smash them. You come in here. Here's the Great Fairy's Fountain. Play your little Zelda's Lullaby. She pops up, laughs like a weirdo, stares at you with her pointy nose. Gotta love the polygons of the N64 era. And her weird hair. She almost seems like she's inspired by Poison Ivy. Welcome, Link. I am the Great Fairy of Wisdom. I'm going to enhance your magic power. Receive it now. This is where we get our extended magic meter. Your magic meter is enhanced. Your magic power has been enchanted. Now you have twice as much magic power. When battle has made you weary, please come back to see me. I could have done this at any point in the game. Put it off till now because I didn't remember how to get here, quite frankly. So, without further ado, let's start the episode. Roll that intro. Welcome back to Ganon's Castle and the final rematch with Ganondorf. Hopefully the final rematch. Hopefully I don't screw it up. Got full magic. The cutscene skips when you return. Pizza's line, these toys are too much for you. I command you to return them to me. I don't think so, bub. I think you're going to have a hard time. Instead of trying to just do the top slash on him, I'm just going to wail on him the way I used to do it. Because even though you do the vertical slash there, the Z-targeting slash, I think it does more damage. I still think this is better way to do it. I think just using the regular sword attack is a better way to do it, excuse me. I don't know why I was screwing up there. His volleys are completely random as to when he will actually let his guard down and not hit it back. Just make sure you hit him. You have a small window to do so. Alright, this starts to get annoying after a while. Just wail on it. You can do the top slash if you want, but I'm finding it's not as effective. Come on. Oh, I used to be able to pride myself on doing it without taking a single hit. I've obviously gotten worse at the game as I've gotten older. Doing a lot of damage. What's the matter? You're not going to try your charge attack now that I'm actually able to counter it? Wow, that was fast. Right in the kneecap. Got him! You're done, you son of a gun. The great evil King Ganondorf beaten by this kid? Link! I think in the original that was blood, but it's green in subsequent releases. Only 3 minutes in and we already whooped him. First try. Well, second try, technically. Sweet. Where's Zelda? There she is. That crystal is actually, I believe it's a callback to Oracle of Seasons, I believe. The villain traps the main girl in a crystal in that game, too. Ganondorf, pitiful man. Without a strong, righteous mind, he could not control the power of the gods, and... Actually, no, I think that might be a reference to this game, because I think it came after. Uh-oh. Looks like it's Tremor season again. Or we're in California, either way. Same post-apocalyptic hellscape either way. Link, listen to me. The tower will collapse soon. With his last breath, Ganondorf is trying to crush us in the ruins of the tower. We need to hurry and escape. Please follow me. I would recommend leaving your hover boots on during this segment. Now, what you have to do is you have to follow Zelda, so stick with her. And you've got 3 minutes to get down. You have to go through each floor that you came up with. It's okay if you're a little ahead of her, but the reason you need her is because you're going to come across these bars, and she is the only one with the power to lift them. Alright. This is where we want to go, so we got to wait for her. Or do we? Come on, princess, come on! Now, I don't think I have ever I think I failed this once. But this being a Let's Play, it's very possible I could fail this again. And she does stand around and wait for you. And if you get hurt, she takes time to gasp. So, try not to get hurt. But this is not an incredibly challenging section. Just like I said, keep your hover boots on for stuff like that. You can get down much quicker. And not automatically fall off. And we've got a little bit of a mini boss fight here with 2 Stalfos. Alright, so now I am going to take these boots off. And that does pause the timer as well. Don't waste too much time fighting these guys. Alright, got one. Where's the other? Come on, that didn't register. Alright, got it. Thank you, Link. Now let's hurry. Yes, please. Oh my gosh. That took way longer than it normally does. Alright, now I think I'm going to need to re-equip the hover boots one last time, because I think there's one last outdoor segment. Yes, there is. There might actually be 2. But those Stalfos should be the last enemies we face. Or at least the last major enemies that we face. And she does a weird zigzag around here. But we are getting close to getting out. We have a little less than a minute, but we can do it. Come on, Zelda. Come on, come on, come on, come on. Don't make a fool out of me. Just watch out for this re-dead. It's avoidable. Alright. Stop wasting time on my account. Come on. There you go. Remind me of my dog. You see, folks, my dog, she'll listen, but it takes her forever to listen to some commands when she's got her own ideas, which is most of the time. So that's what I mean by that. Nothing derogatory. No. My dog is incredibly obedient, but she's stubborn. Much like how Zelda is stubborn every time you hit a small rock that burns you. Shame to see this beautiful tower get destroyed. It's too bad it couldn't be purged of all its evil and repurposed for the new Hyrule Castle. That'd be neat. Only 10 minutes in, wow. This might end up being a shorter episode than I anticipated, because we're pretty much at the end. Just gotta get through this and get to the final credits. Ganon was crushed under the weight of his own castle. It's over. It's finally over. Link, I'm sorry I couldn't help you in the battle before. Okay, there was a residual tremor. I'll go check it out. I don't think it was a big deal. He's dead. What is that sound? It was a residual tremor. Don't worry about it. Don't worry about it. It's nothing. Need to dig up. Wait a minute. Well, he's resilient. I'll give him that. Any other man that would have killed. We probably should have stripped him of the Triforce when we killed him. I think that would have been a better option. Ladies and gentlemen, I present to you Ganon, the true final boss. Knocks away our Master Sword. There's no way he's gonna hold me back again. This time we fight together. Alright, so there's a couple things you can do to approach this boss. Now, you don't have your Master Sword, but you do have your hammer, so you are capable of damaging him. Alright, so if you target his head, and you use a light arrow, you can go back around it. Use your hammer, bam. His weak point is his tail. Now, the fun thing to do, and the thing that I always do, is I roll underneath him. He's got a moment in between his legs where you can easily reach behind him. His sword swings will do a lot of damage, as you see, but if you roll underneath his legs, you can get him fairly easily. In fact, I'm pretty sure I can just dodge him outright. And his tail, excuse me, is an easy Z target. And I keep missing it because I'm not Z target. So if you're struggling like I am, or you're wanting to beat him faster, you could do the light arrow thing. Alright. Alright, he's hurt now. Link, the Master Sword is here. Hurry up. Alright. Now, you can't, as far as I'm aware, I tested it, you can't, I don't think you can finish him off with the hammer. But now you can hurt him with the Master Sword. This is a lot easier. His attack pattern largely stays the same. I want to try to do this without dying. Which is going to be a lot harder than... Actually, you know what I'm going to do? There are several pillars. I'm going to get him to attack one of these. That's just arrows. Dang it. Okay. Well, never mind. I died once. But don't worry, I'm not going to waste my fairies. He will be dead very quickly. Every time you get hit by him, Zelda shrieks, which is really greatly atmospheric. I love this boss fight. Aside from Ganondorf, this is my second favorite boss fight. And one of the best true final bosses in any video game. Atmosphere. Just the way it utilizes the lighting. Like you can see light, you can't really see Ganon. He fades in and out of shadow. The camera's really what's screwing me over. Please tell me this pillar's hearts. No, it's just arrows. Gosh, I used to be able to do this so fast. Gosh dang it. Alright. I think that'll do it. There you can see his full form in the light, and he's gone into a giant big monster. This is one of my favorite forms of Ganon. I'm using my power to hold the evil king. Use your sword to deliver the final blow. Alrighty, will do. Looks like she used the last of her power there. Alright, here we go. Now, I don't remember this scene if it's blood or if it's green. Okay, it's green. I think in the original it was blood. But they made it green because he's more monstrous, I guess. You know, censorship and all that. Because this is technically an in-game. 6 sages, now! Ancient creators of Hyrule. Now open the sealed door and send the evil incarnation of darkness into the void of the evil realm. They all come together and form the Megazord. No. Although they're all mostly Power Rangers colors, so that wouldn't be too far off. It is a cool animation. You! Curse you, Zelda! Curse you, sages! Curse you, Link! Someday, when this seal is broken, that is when I will exterminate your descendants. That's actually a pretty grim fate, just floating in an abyss for eternity.
As long as the Triforce of Power is in my hand.
And we know based on future games that unfortunately he does escape. Well, based on a future game. Wind Waker. Thank you, Link. Thanks to you, Ganondorf has been sealed inside the evil realm. Thus peace will once again reign in this world for a time. All the tragedy that has befallen Hyrule was my doing. I was so young I could not comprehend the consequences of trying to control the sacred realm. I drag you into it too. Now it is time for me to make up for my mistakes. You must lay the Master Sword to rest and close the door of time. However, by doing this, the road between times will be closed. Link, give the ocarina to me. As a sage, I can return you to your original time with it. Okay, he says as he hesitates to hand it to her. I like how she just softly puts her hand on his. When peace returns to Hyrule, it will be time for us to say goodbye. Now, go home, Link. Regain your lost time. Home, where you are supposed to be. The way you are supposed to be. And no, we don't learn this song, although I would argue that we should. Thank you, Link. Goodbye. She acts as though it's goodbye forever, but the only thing she's doing is returning us to our childhood timeline, where we still know her, so technically it's not goodbye forever. Alright, and here we get our end credit sequence. So, that, ladies and gentlemen, is Legend of Zelda: The Ocarina of Time, or just Ocarina of Time, actually. It is considered one of the greatest video games ever made, and with good reason. It is filled to the brim with all sorts of just fun gameplay elements. It has aged incredibly well. It's very playable, even to this day. It did so much that was ahead of its time. The size of Hyrule Field, it may not look like much now, but the open-endedness of it, even compared to other Zelda games, the open-endedness of it was just massive. It introduced multiple races to the Zelda series, which had not been seen before outside of enemy races, including the Gorons. The Zoras were introduced, however, prior in, I believe, Link to the Past. But the Gorons were completely new, and the Sheikah were completely new, along with the Gerudo. We've seen the Sheikah, I think, again in the series, but I don't believe that we have seen the Gerudo or the... Well, we have seen the Gorons again, and the Zoras. But we haven't seen the Gerudos. We do see the Twin Witches again, although there are allies in the sequel to this game, Majora's Mask. Which, I'm going to get this out of the way right now, I'm not going to Let's Play Majora's Mask. I've never beaten it, I've never been any good at it, and I personally just do not like it. Majora's Mask is one of my least favorite Zelda games ever made. It is just... It's not a bad game, but the mechanics surrounding it, to me, I just can't get over, and I don't like. I don't like the mechanic of that game being on a 3-day clock that you have to constantly reset. I just don't like it. I infinitely prefer this game to Majora's Mask, and I know that's somewhat of a hot take, but quite frankly, that's just been my experience with it. Now we see Epona running across. But yeah, I don't really enjoy Majora's Mask. I personally would not Let's Play it unless I was able to do a full playthrough, feel confident enough that I can beat it, and even then it wouldn't be 100%. I really do not like that game. As far as other Zelda games in the future, I have done Link to the Past. I started a Let's Play of Link to the Past, and I never really finished it, so I would like to try it again. Unless I'm just misremembering, and... oh, hey, look, Talon and Marin are getting along. Or not Marin, Talon and Ingo. Mario and Luigi. That's who they're based on, anyway. But yeah, as far as other Zelda games, I could do Wind Waker. That's definitely on the table. I probably won't do another Zelda game for a while. I think I'll probably do something else. I thought about doing the first Sonic Adventure or Sonic Adventure 2. Maybe something a bit shorter than this, though, because this was... while this wasn't the maximum amount of parts for an LP, like, I did it just under 100. I think I did it under 50, maybe. I'll have to go back and count. But there are definitely other LPs I want to do after this one, if possible. But if you only wanted to stick around for this one, I'm glad you did. I'm glad you came. I'm glad you enjoyed it. Giant Goron basically destroying the Earth as he dances. And this is cool, seeing all of Hyrule pretty much reunite peacefully. I like how Mito's like, what the heck is that? Looks like 5 sages. 5 of the 6. Yeah, 5 of them. Yeah, that's all 5 of them. Haru's missing. Yeah, the screen went a little dark there, I apologize. Wasn't reading any inputs. Alright, Master Sword is back. And we're back to our normal self, our young Link self. Still got our big Hylian shield. Navi departs. Presented by Nintendo. With that, the Master Sword is sealed away until it is needed once more. Which won't be for... I forget how far in the future Wind Waker is. If it's 100 years, 200 years... It's a long ways in the future. There's Luigi and Bowser in the background there. In the portraits. And Zelda again. The Legend of Zelda. Copyright. Ocarina of Time. Trademark. The end. Alrighty, folks. Well, thank you very much for joining me on this fantastic journey through one of the greatest games ever made. Absolutely glad that I did this. This was really fun. As far as I know, 100% doesn't get you any sort of different ending, so this is it. Maybe it does, I don't know, but this is the ending I've always gotten, based on how I beat the game. Very glad to have done this. I second-guessed myself quite a bit, and I almost quit a couple times just because I wasn't doing it as consistently as I would like, but it is what it is. And I'm very, very, very glad for you to have joined me throughout this journey. This will all be uploaded in chunks, but the entire series will be done. So when you're watching this and this episode is uploaded, the entire thing will be in one playlist on YouTube. As far as Rumble and other sites, doesn't seem like they have playlists. I haven't figured anything out yet, but they will be uploaded to at least Rumble as well. Maybe Odyssey in the future if I can figure that out. But regardless, thank you very much for watching. This has been Super Koopa, and I will see you guys in the next video. God bless. Have a good one. Peace.